Hey there, fourth graders. This is going to be a review of the area model or the box method when you're multiplying a two-digit number by a two-digit number. So when we're doing the area model, we first need to start by making our box. And since we have two two-digit numbers, we will separate our top into 2 for each digit and our sides into 2 for each digit. So we are now going to need to split our numbers into place values. Let's have our 43 be blue. If I were to separate 43 into its tens and ones, I would have 40 for 4 tens and 3 in the ones place for 3 ones. I will label my top and bottom with my tens and my ones place. Then let's make the 65 green. For our 65, we have a 6 in the tens place, so that's 60, and then a 5 in the ones place for 5 ones, 60, and then 5. So now that I've labeled my boxes, I now need to find the area of each one of my boxes. So when I'm doing that, the trick is to look at the sides of the boxes that are labeled. So let's start up here on the top left box. If I'm looking at the sides of this box, these two inside sides are not labeled, so that's not helping me. But on the outside, I can see a 40 and a 60. So to find the area of this box, I would do 40 times 60. So inside the box, I can write 40 times 60. Moving down to this box, I see that it's 5 and 40 on the outsides of this box. The 60's up here, that's not helping us. 3's over here, not helping us. 5 and 40. So in this box, I could write 5 times 40. Okay, let's go up here. On the outsides of this box, I see a 3 and a 60. So for this one, I would write 3 times 60. And then going down here to the bottom, there's a 5 and a 3 on the outside. So I would write 5 times 3. Now that I've gotten my multiplication ready, I need to go through and multiply to find the area of each of my boxes. I can use my zeros trick. So if I'm looking up here at my 40 times 60, I can see that if I ignore the zeros for a moment, I have a 4 and a 6. 4 times 6 is 24. And then I can go ahead and add those 2 zeros in to get 2,400. Down here, I have 5 times 4, which is 20. And then I can go ahead and add that 0 in to get 200. On the top right, I have 3 times 6, which is 18. And then add that 0 in for 180. And then here I have 5 times 3, which is 15. Now that I've found each area of the box, I need to add all those areas together to get the whole area. The whole area will be the answer to my original problem, which was 43 times 65. I broke this up into partial areas to make the multiplication easier. So now I'm going to come over onto the right side here, and I'm going to add my numbers together. I like to go from greatest to least to make my adding easier. So I would have 2,400. I need to be very careful to line up my numbers. I can cross that one out. Then I have 200. I'm going to carefully line up my place values. Then 180. And then 15. I need to add those together. In my ones place, I have all zeros and then a 5. So I would get 5. In my tens place, I have 0 plus 0 plus 8 plus 1. So that would give me 9. In my hundreds place, I have 4 plus 2 plus 1, so 4, 5, 6, that would give me 7. And then in my thousands place, I have 2. I can put my comma there, and then I have my final answer. So 43 times 65 equals 2,795. And that's it. Hope that was helpful.